right now questions that still need to be answered. Number one, where is the footage from behind Charlie, the camera behind him, the one that Candace says she saw? How come we haven't seen that footage yet? We saw a member of TPUSA taking it down, putting it in a bag. Why hasn't that been released? Why hasn't the public seen that video? Number two, where is the footage from the camera directly in front of Charlie and to his left? Now that would be right there where Alan is sitting. That is the vantage point of that second camera that I'm referring to, directly facing Charlie. Where is the footage from that camera? Those two camera footages would absolutely prove exactly how and where Charlie was shot. Without a doubt, those two camera angles would solve those questions. Number three, why haven't authorities released the results of the autopsy? If they are so confident that their narrative is true, they wouldn't have any problem allowing the autopsy to confirm that what they're telling us is true. But we haven't seen the autopsy. I don't think we ever will. Number four, why haven't we heard anything about the private jet owned by a Zionist millionaire that took off a few minutes after the assassination and turned off its transponder shortly after takeoff? We know that happened. Why have we not heard any news about that? Who was on the plane? Where did it go? For an hour, the transponder was off. Air traffic control had no idea where he was. And then he comes back and lands at the same warm airport. Where is the information about that? Number five, and to me this is a big one. Why was the site of Charlie's murder, that's a crime scene where somebody was killed, not immediately sealed off by the police? It was never sealed off by the police. I mean, that's why you saw the member from TPUSA going up by himself, taking the camera down, shoving it in his bag. Look, there's not a law enforcement person anywhere in the area. Why did they not seal off the crime scene immediately? That's the first thing law enforcement does after a crime, especially a crime of this nature, is they completely seal off the crime scene. They didn't do this. Why not? Number six, I don't know whether you've seen this over the last 48 hours. Why have authorities allowed construction to take place at the crime scene? As we speak right now, there are construction workers and there's heavy equipment that is working on the crime scene. In other words, they are completely altering and covering up the crime scene. And they're doing it with the permission of the authorities. There's no policeman there to say, hey, you can't bring in heavy equipment and put down concrete or take up concrete, and you can't have a construction crew out here work. The exact spot where Charlie was shot is now under construction. This is a crime scene. How? Why? My conclusions thus far, 4 of them. Number one, the official FBI narrative is impossible to believe. I am absolutely convinced that the killing could not have happened the way they said it happened. I'm convinced of that with all my heart. Number two, I'm absolutely convinced that the 22-year-old kid did not shoot Charlie Kirk. I'm absolutely convinced of that. Number three, I'm absolutely convinced that Kirk was not shot with a .30-06 caliber rifle. I am convinced of that. And number four, I am convinced that Charlie Kirk's killing was a professional assassination. I truly believe that it was a professional assassination with professional assassins, and that 95% of the time means you're talking about state actors. Now, I'm not going to fill in the blank any more than that because I can't speak authoritatively beyond that. But those 4 things, I'm absolutely convinced. Thank you.